What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you, I am Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Best. That's this channel you watching right here. Do me a favor if you're watching this on Twitter. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, let me know what you want. If you're watching this on Twitter, let me get a heart and a retweet. I would greatly appreciate that to get the word out to the folks. Share the stream, all that. Sub to my channel, Blunt Money Best. That's the channel you're watching right here. And more importantly, if you want all the plays, sub to the Cap Collective Discord. We're going up in that thing. My homie, we hit those, then hit two more of them big boys yesterday. So yeah, man, it's been a really good run in the court. So yeah, join the court, the Cap Collective Discord. The link is in the description of this video, as well as the bio of my Twitter page. Give me a second. Let me share this stream really quick to the court. And then we will get down to business. Like I said, like the video. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Greatly appreciate that. Hit that like button. Share. Let's get it out to the people. All that. All right. Quick recap of yesterday. Lost 2 units, between 2 and 3 units. Very annoying. Went 2 and straight on my straight bets. But blunt money bets really hurt my heart. I had let's see. Shout out to Brittany Sykes for, she missed a lot, but she did hit that last 3 to cover my only unit play. So shout out to her. But we had Breanna Stewart 30 points, as you guys know if you watched yesterday. She had 26 going into the fourth. Should have had 30 going into the fourth, but she missed a bunch of free throws. I digress. Had 26 going into the fourth, and she played like 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. And that's kind of to be expected because they've clinched the playoff spot. So they didn't need the game, really. Like, yeah, they want to win the game, but if they up 14 with 6 minutes left or 5 minutes left, and they blow the game with Jonquel out there, they fine. They not putting Breanna Stewart back out there. So, it's going to be touch and go with Bree. Maybe I'll play her 20 points tomorrow for a half a unit with something else. But Ladder and Breanna Stewart, nah, I think they're going to be dialing her minutes back. I think it's going to be a rare occasion. Yeah, they trying to get the number 1 seed, but the way shit going, they probably only got to go some shit like 6-3 or something to get the number 1 seed. I don't even know how many games left. I literally just made that up. But so yeah, that 30 points was annoying because I thought she was gonna get that. I also had the Liberty to win by 21 to 30 points at a plus 450 or something like that. They were up 21. Well, actually, no, they were up 22, and they gave up a layup with like 30 seconds left. So that killed that. I also had a 50% boost that would have cashed if the Wings just kept it within 18 and a half. Obviously, that didn't happen. Also had another one, a plus 600, where Freaky T was 1 rebound short. Every other leg hit that. That was also trending on FanDuel as well. Had another, so that had that. And Satu, I don't really count this as much, but soon to be Queen Satu was a rebound and 2 assists short from cashing out that plus 600 that we had. So yeah, it was one of those days, man. And that's the thing when you play blunt money bets, when you don't have a bunch of straights that you love, because I didn't have a bunch of straights that I loved. You can go 2 and 1 on straights and still lose money. So that's what happened. Bounce back day to day though. I may not be the most transparent. Well, first of all, I always recap in the court, whether it's a day late or something like that, or sometimes I recap right after the card, depending on if I'm chilling. I always recap. But on the timeline and shit like that, I'll be short, but I'll go in depth. I'll always go in depth on streams with my breakdowns of why I'm playing these games and with my recaps or whatever. I'm not really the guy that's gonna write a bunch of shit on the timeline about that. All right, so that's that. I need to put on. Do I got my pen? I need to get back to old school timestamps. The streets saying I'm getting bougie now. I need to get back to some old school timestamps. I've not put on timestamps on my streams in like a month. So I don't have my pen today, but maybe I'll put. Oh, I do actually have it. So yeah, let me timestamp. Hold on, man. Get this right. But yeah, like the video before we get this shit started. Let me see. Hold on. Recap. It's been so long. And it's gonna be a legendary stream too. So, and by legendary, I mean a little longer than normal. All right, let's get through these comments, then we'll bust these plays down. Mom who bets, appreciate you pulling up. Big vibes, appreciate it. Rakia was on time in last game too. Yeah, she ready. She was balling. Yeah, good call on her. Also, Ezzy balled out yesterday. She ain't balled out, but she got a double. Shakira balled out yesterday. Ariel Atkins, I told you guys, if anything, I would have played laddered her threes after somebody asked me in the comments about her threes. She ended up going bonkers in the second half. That was good to see Queen Ariel get out of her rut. Queen Hamby banned. Yeah. Well, Hamby got rebounds yesterday. She just didn't score. But she got rebounds. For me to ban somebody dead ass, they gotta have terrible games. Like John Quell was having, but I can't really ban you once you're a queen. I mean, I need Satu to come to my fever this summer. Nah, she gotta stay away from there, man. She gotta stay away from there. Point guard on ban yet? You need more. Nah, she ain't did shit to get on ban. I actually got a blunt money bet with her under today. You think Asia can get 25 tonight? Yes, sir. Blackjack 2274. I really do believe that, but that's not saying too much. But yeah, I think she had 25 both times versus them. Yeah, 28-29. So locked in on the sneak at work. Like, share, sub. Appreciate you always. Dream girls in the building. And Jackie Young Bang Gang. Yeah, I mean, I told y'all, I don't know if I've said this on here on the timeline, but Jackie she a blunt money type, you know. And you don't go under on Jackie, but half a unit or a unit on Jackie is tough because I don't know. She just, first of all, she on the aces, so it could be anybody, but I don't know, man. All right, let's do it. And then we go to straights. 740. Jordan Canada over 6.5 assists. It's minus 130 on BetMGM. I gave it out last night, minus 136 on FanDuel. I thought it would go up. Love it. Absolutely love it. Should hammer it for more, but I won't. Maybe I'll put it in another blunt money bet. Who knows what I'll do, but big fan of Jordan Canada tonight. All right. Over her 6.5 assists. So she is over this. The fuck did I say? Oh, okay. Yeah. She's over this every game that she's been back except for one. I'm sorry. I'm wilding. I couldn't read my writing. 6+. So her line is 6.5. She got 6+ every game she's been back except for one game. Okay. And in that one game, she played 14 minutes. All right. So 6 assists pretty much every single game she's been back. If you've been watching Atlanta lately, especially the last 2 games since they've been back from the All-Star break, they are quote unquote fully formed. But more importantly, they're playing their starters a bunch of minutes as they should. They really cut down their rotations. So she's looking at 30 to 34 minutes tonight, I would assume. She's 3 of her last 4 over this line. So I did say she has 6 every game she's been back pretty much, with the exception of the 14-minute game, her first game back. But she's also over this line of the 6.5, 3 of her last 4 games, with the only time her not going over this line was a hook, and that was against the Sun, who we know don't give up any assists. All right. So that's what she's done. All right. She's over this line. She's getting close to over this line, all that good shit. Now look at the opponent. One of the worst defensive teams in the league, especially on the road. I'm not looking up the stats, just going by my eyes, but generally I'm right about the shit. She hasn't played this team this year, so it's not much I can do. I can go on with that. But what I can do is see what Phoenix has been giving up to point guards. Kennedy Carter, shoot first guard, 6 assists. All right, in her last game that she played then. The other CC, Caitlin Clark, 10 assists against this Phoenix team These were the last two games. The first game back from the break. So these are the 3 games since the Olympics. Lindsey Allen, 6 assists in 16 minutes versus this Phoenix team. All right. Mind you, Phoenix won 2 of these 3 games and they still bleeding assists to not like the only one that's going to have the equal usage as Jordan Canada is Caitlin Clark. As far as, well, Kennedy Carter probably will have the same amount of usage or more, but we know Kennedy Carter's looking to shoot first. So the fact that she could still get 6 assists out there is wild. It kind of, to me, speaks to how Phoenix give it up. Lindsey Allen getting 6 assists in 16 minutes is very telling. But also, if you go to the game before that, the last game before the break, which was a revenge game for Natasha Cloud, everybody in the entire Washington Mystics starting lineup got 5 assists. The whole lineup got 5 assists. Misha Hines-Allen, Julie Van Loo, Ariel Atkins, all of them. If you started that night, you got +5. You got 5 or more assists. And then the game before that, who the fuck they played? Oh, Connecticut. Ty Harris. Shout out to Queen Ty. Queen Ty, I gotta bet you close to being a queen. Like, I gotta stop fronting on Queen Ty. But yeah, 7 assists for Ty Harris, who, like I said, normally the one who get the assists on that team is Alyssa Thomas, but that's just a point guard. So yeah, all that equals more than a unit play generally for me. But I'm keeping it chill just because the WNBA is just so up and down right now. Like I could say all this shit, and well, I doubt it. But Jordan Canada get 4 assists tonight after all this shit, you know. So I'm not gonna go crazy with it, but I do absolutely love to play. Jordan Canada, the Atlanta Dream, over 6.5 assists. Get it at MGM at -130. I played it for -136. Next, what I want to give y'all. Well, I played a teaser that I'm sure you can get better odds for at Bet Rivers. So I took the Dream +7.5, and I put that with Minnesota +10.5, and it's a -120. I played that for 3/4 of a unit, 0.75 units. The way the line is, you could probably get Dream +8 and Minnesota +12 at -120 right now, -125, -130. You can make it even safer because the line has pretty much moved against me. Now it ain't moved crazy against me, but a 1.5 is kind of crazy on the spread. Especially with Minnesota, who's one of the best teams in the league. And Aces, we know they don't be playing no defense. So I hope that shit keep going up and up and up. I might put a little quarter unit, maybe a half unit on the Aces straight out if you get the 8. But yeah, you can do teasers on. You can do them on FanDuel, on DraftKings as well. But I thought the Minnesota Lynx line was at its bottom. Guess not. So that's why I put that in. So for the sake of the show, Minnesota 10.5, and the Dream, Atlanta Dream 7.5, -120, 3/4 of a unit. If you just hearing this right now for the first time, or you were in the cord and you weren't able to get this yet, I will go on Bet Rivers or DraftKings and just make it better. You can do it better. You can do better than this for -120 or even -130. All right. Next, Elena Smith from my Minnesota Lynx to get 6 rebounds. Asia Wilson to get 8 rebounds. This is available on BetMGM in the SGP form. Elena Smith, 6 rebounds. Asia Wilson, 8 rebounds, -125. Elena's got 7+ rebounds in her last 4 games, 6+ rebounds in 6 of her last 7. And also, those who know the Kia Stokes system. I think it's the guy Caleb Betts. I just followed him. He do this readout shit every day. I seen it come across my timeline a few times, but I seen it again yesterday, and I'm like, let me follow some. But yeah, I think he's credited with finding that out, but it's something crazy. It's I don't want to steal his sauce, pause, but yeah, basically the opposing center, the Kia Stokes, go over their rebound line. It's some shit like at least 80%. It's probably like 95%. So all those things, that's not really my type of cap, but you can't go against that. I'm more of the, trend type, but yeah, that works for me. So yeah, Elena, 6 rebounds, Asia 8 rebounds, -125. Bet MGM. Again, Elena is over this line 6 of her last 7, and she's got 7+ her last 4 games. Also, she played this team twice this year. Once she went way over, once she went way under for what it's worth. Let me see. Let me double check. Generally, I can remember the notes off the top of my head, but let's see. She played the Aces. She had 18-4. And what's the other game? 7-6. So she ain't go way over shit. But yeah, she had 6 and 4 rebounds the 2 times she played the Aces this year. But I really like it. FanDuel took down the steals. Aw, ain't that a bitch? Let me see. You heathens probably hammered this shit. I didn't give them out at hammer prices. Nah, it's still there. It's still there. Yeah, check it out. Unless you in a state where they don't even offer the shit. But I just went on right now. I see player blocks, player steals. Yep, everybody's still there. The gang's all there. The gang's all there. All right. The gang is all there. Ow. There goes my Raja. I'm going to the Bahamas with her, by the way, guys. So where was I? Let me get back to this. Let me see. Jackie Young Band. I went under on Jackie when she was sick and she had 30. that's what I'm saying. Jackie, like, you don't front on her, you just leave her alone, or you just do a blood money bet. Because that's the type of shit. Man, I went under on the Olympics. She might have been the game top point scorer. I said, oh, hell nah, my fault. I'm good on that. FanDuel has alt steals and blocks, ski mask season. That's a fact, Myron. Also, you came on here and said something yesterday that hit. Shout it out. I forgot what you put on, what you said that hit yesterday. You said something real good that hit yesterday. Pause. But yeah. Oracle say, yep, my only thing is Smith is the one player who has gone under in the system. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Okay. Well, see, I'm not playing it for the system. So I'm more playing it because that's what Lena been doing. And Lena been balling since the Olympics. Lena was balling in the Olympics. That's kind of how I like to play players. Like, okay, they've been balling, they're going to get it. Or I like to play people. It's like stocks, you know. So I kind of like to sell at what I deem is the highest. And I think Elena, with the matchup and all things considered, isn't still in a good position. And I also like playing people at their lowest. You know what I mean? So Ariel Atkins, even though I didn't play her yesterday. So yeah, the fact that she went under it once in the system don't bother me. And I just read out, yeah, she had 4, so she must obviously went under. It don't bother me that much though, Oracle. Appreciate you pulling up the homie. FanDuel took down steals for they up, Justin. They up. Jordan Canada had 6 last game, and she had 3 before that. I didn't write it down. Did I write it down? Nah, but she has something like, I might have it pulled up. We get there eventually though. Woj in the building. What's good, my guy? What's the vibes? Like and sub. He played the Aces 5.5 and the Aces links under 176.5. Woo. Yeah, that's a snipe on that under. Why you like the Aces? I can't trust the Aces, man. And that's wild saying. I want to see what the limits get up to on these defensive props. FanDuel are bitches for not hanging two-way lines. No, FanDuel are bitches for saying these is SGPs and they not SGPable. Peep that. Y'all don't think I was going to do no 25, 10, and 3 steals with Asia Wilson? Y'all don't think that was coming? Y'all think I struggled this much to put? I wasn't doing all that shit. Man, please let us SGP him and we could really get busy. For real. But hey, I ain't gonna complain. Asia Wilson, 3 steals, 6 of her last 7 games. They got her 3 steals at plus 158. Hey, I don't know. Hey, you doing that information as you please. I'm just saying. I wouldn't go crazy though, because it is a defensive prop and there's plenty of variance that comes with that. But yeah, I love finding shit that I know or I believe has value. Yeah, let's do it. I don't even gotta put a lot on it, but I'll put something on it. But yeah. Okay, Jess, I'm glad you found them. I did Jordan Canada 10 points, Sophie Cunningham 4 rebounds. Sophie rebounds on MGM. I gotta get with that. Let me write that down. Appreciate you. We also, if anybody get what's shorty name, the power forward for Atlanta, is it Nia Coffee? I feel like it's not Nia Coffee. Make sure y'all hearting and retweeting the stream and all that shit on Twitter and liking the stream and all that shit on FanDuel on YouTube. What's shorty name? Not Nia Coffee. Is it Nia Coffee? Nah, it's not Nia. I need a power forward from Atlanta. That's who rebounds I really need. I noticed that too, bro. They scared, but I'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it, but they shook. They shook. All right. That's 3 straight bets I gave y'all. I might as well give y'all one for tomorrow. A'ja Wilson, 2 steals, and Natasha Howard, 10 points. All right. A'ja Wilson, she's got 3 steals and 6 of 7. Oh, shit. Did I front on young A'ja? Should I be playing A'ja blocks too? Do A'ja got 2 blocks in 10 of her last 11 games? Hold on. Don't you niggas go playing this shit before I bet it either. You know how you niggas do. Or at least just leave a little food. Let everybody eat. Don't go crazy. Lord have mercy. Good Lord have mercy. Oh my God. All right, A'ja. All right, A'ja. I get it. My God. Okay, so as far as these steals go, what I gave y'all 2 steals and Natasha Howard. Let me hurry up and get this shit out the way. I did that for 3/4 of a unit because I'm about to play some blocks. I did the 2 steals for A'ja and the 10 points for Natasha Howard. A'ja's got 2 steals in 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're not gonna count the All-Star game. She had 3 steals in that too, by the way. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, she got 2 steals and 6 of 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. 10 of 14. Okay, so she got 2 steals in 10 of her last 14 games. She's got 3 steals. 1, 2, 3. Just want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She got 3 steals in 5 of her last 6. I must have counted the All-Star game when I said 6 or 7. But 5 of her last 6 games, she's got 3 steals. We playing her 2 steals. And we put that with Natasha Howard to score 10 points. Tosh got a crazy point streak going since she came back. Again, I don't expect us to get the Liberty. I mean, my goodness, she's got double-digit points every game this year, except for, ironically, I think that one game she didn't start versus Minnesota, or I could be wrong. But yeah, she's got double-digit points every single game this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 14 or 15 games. So I think that's a pretty reliable parlay piece. But hey, it's the W. I don't know. Like, I don't know. She might get 9 and do me dirty. It'd be like that sometimes. But yeah. Queen A'ja Wilson, 2 steals. And what is that? Let me see. That's a minus 119. A'ja 2 steals. And Tosh Howard 10 points. All right. So there we go. Now, as far as let me see. Let me look at these blocks real quick. 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 5, 2, 5, 4. I don't think we getting the same value on the blocks. That might be why I didn't touch the blocks. Let me see. Yeah, her 3 blocks is minus 180. I mean, I mean, couldn't talk you off, but yeah, I see why I didn't play it. Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't see something wrong with. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your straight bets. All right, just to oh, I also play Asia 3 steals for a quarter of a unit. All right, also play Asia 3 steals for a quarter of a unit at that plus 158. So Jordan Canada over 6.5 assists. Get it at Bet MGM minus 130. Love that for a unit. The Atlanta Dream plus 7.5 and Minnesota plus 10.5 for the sake of this show on Bet Rivers minus 120. But shop around, get the best price. You can do much better for minus 120 or minus 130, I believe. Elena Smith, 6 rebounds. Asia Wilson, 8 rebounds. That is in the Las Vegas game, by the way, and Jordan Canada plays for the Dream. But yeah, Elena, 6 rebounds. Asia, 8 rebounds. That's a minus 125. That's for 3/4 of a unit, just like the teaser is for 3/4 of a unit. Also gave you guys for 3/4 of a unit. I should have went a little more with that, but I'm gonna chill. Asia, 2 steals, and Tasha Howard, 10 points. That's a minus 119. That's a little bit of today and tomorrow action. And Asia Wilson to get 3 steals at plus 158. Quarter unit on that thing. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your straight bets. Let's get to the comments. All right, 7:40 is when we started that. Oh, ain't that many more comments. Okay. Jordan Canada, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Tina Charles, double, Copper, 25 points plus 1,700. I really like that. Yeah, Jordan Canada has got 4 rebounds almost in like all her games back or something like that. So yeah, I like that as well. I love all those legs. Nas Hillman, that's what I'm thinking about. Good shit, Miguel. That's what I'm thinking about. Her blocks line is bad, pretty sure. It's like 3 for me, 160. All the lines are bad, to be honest. Ryan Howard over 17 points. I couldn't talk you off of it. That did open at 15.5. Now it's all the way up to 17.5 some places. So half unit for me. Asia has 2 steals in the 2 games versus the Lynx this season. And unfortunately, they took Sophie off MGM. Wow. Okay. Alicia Gray player prop 4 threes plus 650 was 700 earlier. Yeah, I like Alyssa. I'm not gonna play her for it, but that's a good snag. My gut is telling me Alyssa gonna go off because she fits the mold of what I was saying about what's her name? She fits the mold of what I was saying about Ariel Atkins yesterday. I mean, I can't remember the last time Alicia Gray hit 2 threes in the game. We've been fading her when they've been hanging her line at 2.5. We've been using her 2.5 as a parlay piece. So this could be the game just because Phoenix is so bad against the 3. They're so bad in general, but they're so bad against the 3. So yeah, I definitely couldn't talk you off that. All right, let's get into these blunt money bets. But before we do that, promotional portion of the program. If you are watching this right now, please do me a favor, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you are on. If you're watching this on YouTube, and make sure you sub to the channel, Blunt Money Bets. If you're watching this on Twitter, give me a heart and a retweet. I'd greatly appreciate that. Big vibes. And more importantly, if you want all the plays as soon as I release them, go ahead and sub to the Cap Collective Discord. The link is in the bio of my Twitter page in the description of this video. Okay. All right. First blunt money bet. I gave this out in the timeline. Jordan Canada 3 steals. Asia Wilson 3 steals. Plus 555. Like that. Like that. Each of them had 3 steals last game. I already told you guys about Asia 3 steals. Let's see. Jordan Canada's got 3 steals in what? 3 over 5 games. Yep. 3 over 5 games. in her last 2 games. So I think that's pretty good for plus 555. Like that. What else I got for you guys? Plus 2,500 I put on the timeline. Ryan Howard to score 20 points. Brittany Griner to score 20 points. Kalia Copper to score 25 points. And Jordan Canada to have 8 assists. So plus 2,500. Kind of self-explanatory. This is a game that could feed families. This is a game that should be a lot of points scored. Starters should each get a lot of minutes. So I wonder what Mo Billings' lines is. I wonder if we can get like a 3.5 rebound line with Mo Billings. That would be amazing. But yeah, Ryan Howard to get a dub. Alicia Gray should have a big game, but even though she held us down and I'll never front on her again, that don't mean I enjoy betting on her. And I do have one bet with her. I'll give you guys in a second. But yeah, Ryan Howard, to me, she's the alpha on that team. So I like betting her. Queen for a reason. Ryan Howard. Brittany Griner, 20 points. You know, she's a fronter, but it is what it is. Kalia, 25. She gets the job done generally. And Jordan Canada, 8 assists. I love her 7 assists, so I really like her 8. All right. That's a plus 2,500 on FanDuel. Shop around, get the best price. What else I got for y'all? Don't have as many bump money bets as yesterday. I think it's pissing me off. All right. Alicia Gray, 3 threes. Diana Taurasi, 4 threes. That's a plus 846. I like that. DT can always get loose. It ain't like she ain't not going to shoot threes. So, let her hit her first 2. Look out. She can always have 2 threes in the quarter as well. So, DT 4 threes. And Alicia Gray, kind of what my guy was talking about. She's in an advantageous position tonight. So we'll see if she can knock him down, if she even takes him. Who knows with Alicia? You never know. So yeah, got her 3 threes with Diana Taurasi, 4 threes. That's a plus 846. Also, Bridget Carlton, Kayla, Queen, Kayla, the Builder, McBride, and Kelsey Plum, each to have 3 threes. Again, Bridget Carlton, Kayla McBride, Kelsey Plum. Okay. CKK. Okay. Well, that don't sound good, but we'll find something catchier. But yeah, Bridget Carlton, Kayla McBride, Kelsey Plum, all to have 3 threes. That's a plus 630. You can put those two together. It's a plus 668.14. So 6,814. I played them separately and together. All right, 10th of a unit each. Alyssa Gray, 3 threes. Diana Taurasi, 4 threes, plus 846. Bridget Carlton, 3 threes. Kayla McBride and Kelsey Plum, all of them to have 3 threes separately and together. Next, this is a plus 440, or was. Who knows what it is now. Tina Charles. This is on BetMGM, by the way. Tina Charles, 12 points. Jordan Canada, 5 assists. Ryan Howard, 12 points. Oh, shit. Why ain't I put... Oh, never mind. I thought I put Alicia Gray in this. Oh, well. Ryan Howard, 12 points. In the Dream, team total over 76.5. Again, Tina Charles, 12 points. Ryan Howard, 12 points. Jordan Canada, 5 assists. In the Dream, team total over 76.5. I put that with Asia Wilson, Queen Asia, Queen for a reason. 20 points, 10 rebounds, fed families in the Olympics. Fee Nafisha Collier, soon to be a queen of the channel. 15 points for her. And Courtney Williams, 4 assists. One of my favorite players on the slate tonight. I didn't give you guys my bet with Courtney Williams, but we will have a bet with Court coming soon. I like Courtney tonight. My thing is, every time I get excited about Courtney and better, she don't do shit. But yeah, either way it goes. Asia, 20 and 10. Fee, 15 points. Nafisha Collier, 15 points. Courtney Williams, 4 assists. You put all 8 of those legs together, it's a plus 440. Basically a plus 140 and a plus 125 equals a plus 440. I put a fifth of a unit on it, 20 to make 108, or really to make 88, get back 108. Again, one more time. Tina Charles, Ryan Howard, 12 points. Jordan Canada, 5 assists. The Dream Team total over 76.5. Asia Wilson, 20 and 10. Nafisha Collier, 15 points. And Courtney Williams, 4 rebounds. That's a plus 440. Give you guys one more here. Yeah. Courtney Williams over 20.5 PRA. Chelsea Gray under 17.5 PRA. Diana Taurasi 4 assists. And Alyssa Gray 15 points. It was a plus 860. It might be like a plus 800, 750 now. Diana Taurasi assists got nuked on FanDuel. So, yeah. But Courtney Williams over 20.5 PRA. Courtney, just look what she's done against the Aces this year. She's played amazing both times versus the Aces, not even getting a bunch of minutes either. Chelsea Gray under 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Chelsea Gray, she started off with a huge spark last game and still went under that shit. She been going under her shit. So, gonna have to show me, and she gonna have to play defense tonight. Courtney gonna have her on the ropes. So DT, Diana Taurasi 4 assists. It is what it is. That's her and Griner. It just is what it is. And Alyssa Gray, 15 points. This is the one I put Alyssa Gray in. I knew I had them both sprinkled in a little bit of this and a little bit of that and all that good shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are your blunt money bets, man. All right. Let's get to this chicken. Let's get to this bread. Let me see. All right. Yeah, Satu, she didn't front, but yeah, she started and then didn't do shit else. Coach asked Chelsea Gray on the title at least two. She was first at the bench last game. It's been like that for a while. Tiff Hayes coming in. How do you like Jackie tonight, Dream? Jackie's been pretty talked about on this stream, and it's the same thing with Jackie. I don't ever play Jackie Young unders, but I'm not playing her overs tonight. I could never talk you off of playing her overs. She's very talented. But personally, I don't have much of a read on Jackie tonight. She hasn't played necessarily well. I think she might have had a double-double one game versus them, which seems to be an anomaly. But as far as scoring, she hasn't been scoring lately. And when it's a player like that, I tend to like to play them the very next game. Like when you play for a team like the Aces or the Sun now that has all that talent on offense, or the Storm, if you're a great player, like NECA, and you have a poor game, like let's just say NECA shoots 2 of 9 with 4 points. Yeah, that next game I'll back her. But if the next game she shoots 4 of 9 with 9 points, I'm good. I'm good because it could be a lot of things at play there. It could be the way the team is playing. It could be Skylar Diggins want to shoot this week. It could be a lot of things at play. And that's the same thing with Jackie Young. It's tougher for me to play the bounce back theory with somebody that's got the best player in the game on their team, and they rely so heavily on her. And it's a reason why you never seen me bet. If you have, it's been maybe twice. I don't bet anybody on the Aces points prop. I'll try to find a way to get Asia 20 and 10 in there and stuff, but I don't bet any of their props because you never know. I can't never tell. Like if it's a guy out there, salute to him, or if it's a girl out there who could look at a matchup and be like, yeah, this is a Kelsey Plum game, not a Jackie Young game. Good fucking luck, my nigga. Because they both do the same shit when you really look at it. Yeah, Kelsey Plum is a better 3-point shooter, and Jackie Young is a better driver, but Jackie Young can hit 4 threes. You ain't going to be shocked. Kelsey Plum can go 0 for 6 from 3. You ain't going to be shocked. Those two things can switch. You're not going to be shocked. Kelsey Plum can have 6 layups in the game, left-handed, and Jackie Young can and get some floated. Like, they both got the same game, so, like, it just be tough for me. So you're never really going to have a strong opinion of those two out of me. It's Asia or bust. It's just straight Asia. I'm sorry. It's Asia for me. All right. Give y'all a little bit of game. Just trends and shit I looked up. So, versus what Phoenix has been giving up lately, I spoke to the assists they've been giving up the point guards. Kennedy Carter has 16, 6, and 6. Caitlin Clark had 29, 5, and 10. So that could be a big game for Jordan Canada tonight. Cardosa had 12 and 5 in 15 minutes. For whatever that's worth. And who was this? I think this is Aaliyah Boston. Or Nalissa Thomas had 13 and 9. Aaliyah Boston had 14 and 9 versus this team. Angel Reese did just damn near have 20 and 20 versus this team as well. So they're giving up rebounds to bigs. Kelsey Mitchell put 28 on this Phoenix team. So yeah. What else? Asia Wilson, 28 and 8, 29 and 15, 2 steals each game versus this Minnesota Lynx team this year. So there you go. Fee has got 2 steals, Napheesa Collier. I don't know if I've mentioned her, but here you go. Napheesa Collier's 2 steals in 6 of her last 7 games. She's got 3 assists in 6 of her last 7 games and 4 assists in 5 of her last 9. She's had 34 and 3 and 17, 12 and 4 since she's came back from the Olympics. I would assume that's over her PRA, but maybe not. 29 and 30 minutes in both of those games, and for what it's worth, both of those games have kind of been blowouts. So it was some meat on the bone for her to play 4 or 5 more minutes that game. Both of those games. She's had 18 and 14 this year versus the Aces, though. Now, one of those games, I believe the game she had 14. I don't know which one, but one of those games they won. They've split the series this year versus the Aces. So she ain't have to do too much in the game they won because they won kind of convincingly. But yeah, and Courtney Williams, 15, 4 and 9, 12, 6 and 8 versus the Aces. 14, 7 and 2 and 14, 4 and 5 in her 2 games so far since the break. 26 and 21 minutes. So again, I mentioned that PRA being at 20 and a half. She's breezed over that easily in her 2 games since the All-Star break. And again, she's played 26 and 21 minutes in those games. Not a lot of minutes, obviously. And again, in her 2 games versus the Aces this year, 8 and 9 assists. Her assist line is sitting out there at 6. There you go. All right. That is that. Let me see. 1000%. They ride the hot hand, and there is a lot of mouths to feed. Difficult to read night to night pregame. Yeah, for me. Jackie definitely got the trend, and Alicia. Yeah. There y'all go. Put in put them in. But again, I'm more likely to go Alicia than Jackie, even though Jackie's better. I'm just more likely to go Alicia than Jackie, but we'll see. Also on Kelsey Plum 4 threes, Elena 8 rebounds, Williams 15 points. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I like a couple of those reads myself. So that's that. That is that. We get into a couple of topics real quick. If you're just here for the sports, you can leave. That's about it. I'll be talking about sports unless somebody got questions. Yeah, that's it. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's about betting. About sports. I don't want to become the fucking Ant Edwards hater, but this nigga in his fucking weaponized ignorance is starting to fucking annoy me. It's always annoyed me. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm from the hood. I love hood ratchet shit as much as the next nigga. But he overdoing it to me, man. Like, you overdoing it. And then if you just gonna be a hood nigga, that's fine. Like Ja, even though he not a hood nigga. Or like Iverson, that's fine. But like, not having respect for the game, bro, I can't fuck with this nigga. I cannot fuck with Ant. Ant will never, and it's sad. He will always be one of my favorite players to watch, but he will never be one of my favorite players to root for. I will not root for this nigga's success. I will not root against this nigga. But if it's him and somebody else, I'm rooting for the other nigga. That's a fact. If that's rooting against the nigga, oh well. If it's him and somebody, almost any other great player, oh yeah, I'm rooting against the other nigga. Because it's weaponized ignorance, and niggas my age on the timeline. Like, if you over 30, you my age. Y'all, they jacking this shit. Like y'all basically dick riding this young boy because y'all want to be cool with the young niggas. Like, no. I don't know if the nigga didn't grow up with a dad. I don't know if the nigga didn't grow up with an uncle, an OG. older cousin, older brother. But this nigga is saying that Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant was the only skilled niggas back then. It's outrageous, bro. This is outrageous. And nobody gonna say nothing to check this nigga, because if you go against him, the hood gonna like, because I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. But what I'm saying is, in general, like, we know how this shit work on social media. No, most people on social media is not gonna say nothing. They're gonna key about the shit or ignore it. Or if you bring something up about it, they're gonna act like you going too crazy about it. Nigga, this game, especially basketball, I love basketball. Why the fuck is basketball the most nigga-ish sport? Nigga is the most nigger, not nigger, but you know, nigga-ish sport that there is. All right. Why is it that we bash our elders the most? Why is it that it's grown ass smart niggas on Twitter questioning Wilt Chamberlain? Okay, you might want to question a 100-point game, which makes literally no sense at all. It's not like this shit happened in like 1920. But like, to question this nigga average 50 points in the game when there's dedicated stat keeping, the question that he was the first center to lead the league in assists, when it's known that that nigga was just a supreme stat pattern and was way more athletic than anybody at the time and bigger and faster than all these niggas, it's crazy. But only this generation do it, and word to my mama, I blame LeBron. I blame LeBron and his fans. Because ever since niggas didn't come off of this Michael Jordan shit is better than him, they started trying to go back and shit on old eras. Ever since niggas started trying to move LeBron, and I've spoke on this shit on my stream plenty of times. Ever since niggas start trying to move these new niggas up, now Steph Curry I'm sorry, Steph Curry's not a top 10 player of all time. Sorry, nigga, deal with it. He don't play no fucking defense. You know how many great two-way players there was? He can't ever be better than Hakeem Olajuwon. I don't give a fuck. If you want to say he's the greatest shooter of all time, if you want to say he's the greatest offensive player of all time, that's not true either. But if you want to say that, okay, he's not one of the 10 greatest players of all time. There's two sides of the floor, and they both matter equally. Sorry, deal with the shit. But we trying to move niggas into the top 10, and you moving goated niggas out of the top 10 that you never seen play. You running away. You're not running away, but you shitting on the people that came before you. I was the nigga at 10, 11, 12, 13 years old that not only my dad, but my stepfather was buying me like Slam magazine and buying me basketball shit. Like, I knew about niggas like Dolph Hayes and George Mikan and shit when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. Like, I knew about the greats of the game. So I would never be like, oh, this nigga's ass from this era, this nigga's ass. We only do that in the blackest sport of all, which I think is no coincidence. We only do this hating shit in this sport. Nobody ever fronts on Babe fucking Ruth besides saying that he ain't go against black people. And he might have been black, wink, wink, if you look at him. But okay, I digress there as well. But nobody shits on them. Nobody shits on Ty Cobb, piece of shit ass. Nobody shits on Ted Williams. Nobody shits on Joe DiMaggio. Nobody shits on them. Niggas don't be like, oh, fucking Ronald Acuna is stronger, faster. He's got to be better than them. But we do that in basketball all the time. Niggas are so fucking corny. And Edwards, he's a fucking cornball. I don't care who don't like it. The nigga's corny. And I'm going to say it on my timeline after this shit. I'm going to have to probably clip this shit somehow to get the point across. That nigga's corny for that shit. You're fucking 21, 22 years old, bro. Even if you didn't have a father figure, an uncle, nothing, nigga, you've been in the league too long not to at least pick up a book and learn a little bit of history, nigga. You don't know who Gary Payton is? You don't know who Scottie Pippen is? You don't know who Penny Hardaway is? You don't know who Magic Johnson is? You don't know who Larry Bird is, nigga? You gotta be shitting me. And don't hit me with this, oh, you old and these niggas young. Like I said, I'm fucking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old learning about Jerry West, who was around in the fucking 60s, nigga. 30 years before I was born type shit. I already know, okay, he lost all of his finals except for one, but he was cold as shit. Like, I already know that. I already know Oscar Robinson, who was my favorite player. That's probably why I love Russ so much. When I found out as a fucking kid under 10 years old that Oscar Robinson averaged a triple-double, I lost my fucking mind. He automatically was my best player, my favorite player of all time. That was my first ever favorite player of all time, was Oscar Robinson. I couldn't believe what I was reading. And then I seen how close he was to averaging triple-doubles in the other seasons, like within a rebound or an assist. And it's not like Jason Kidd triple-doubles. These are 30-point triple-doubles this nigga was putting up. I'm like, yo. So if I can have that shit at 5 or 6, this grown-ass, no. Niggas is weaponizing his ignorance. And we're not going to talk about how this nigga just act like, come on now. Like I said, we all know hood niggas, but this nigga dragged this shit. This nigga always got to be the loudest in the room. It's given not coon, but it's given like weak shit. He always got to be the loudest in the room. He always got to cuss the most in the room. He always got to be that guy. Like, you can be the star. You can be Mr. Charismatic. You can be, which he naturally is. But you don't always got to be the one in a group full of people, a room full of white people saying nigga 13 times. That's Ant Edwards. It's like he's a nigga with no home training. I'm not jacking that, my nigga. I am not jacking that shit. I'm not with it. I never forget when I said that shit about the All-Star game, these corny ass niggas on my timeline. That's why I said, I come on your show, you come on my show. You niggas don't want to do that. Because you niggas don't clearly know the game, or you niggas is just, you, unless you like 20 or something, then I still put you over my knees and teach you because you don't got a dad to teach you. If you never had a dad or uncle or a big bro or a big unc or nobody to teach you this shit, you're welcome. I'm Uncle Dream. I'm here to teach you, big dog. But you don't disrespect the history of the game like that. Allen Iverson didn't have skill. Allen Iverson didn't have skill. Shaq didn't have skill. His old twinkle-toed ass, yes, he was power, but Shaq still had skill. Hakeem Olajuwon didn't have skill, my nigga. Ray Allen, like the Bucks jersey I had on, that wasn't Giannis. That was like rookie Ray Allen. He didn't have skill, my nigga. One of the best first niggas who really shot that thing off the dribble. He's still a better shooter off the dribble than Ant Edwards will ever be. That's not a skill? What the fuck are you talking about? But nobody will talk to this nigga like that because they dick riders. I'm not no dick rider. I tell nigga the truth when he deserve it, and I also check a nigga when he deserve it. Niggas is burnt out, man. Niggas is really, truly burnt out. That shit, niggas got to stop applauding weaponized fucking ignorance. Ant Edwards, you dead corny for that. Do not front on our legends because your young dumbass is too fucking whatever you is to go and just do a fucking Google search of the game, nigga. To just get on TikTok and just see some shit, nigga. And if that, stop fucking trolling. That shit's corny, nigga. The shit's corny. And it's not trolling because we seen what he did in the All-Star game. But what did I tell you niggas? What did I tell you niggas then? I said niggas is going to okay this shit. And then it's just going to keep going. And everything he do, he going, okay. Hey, I hate to sound like your daddy who might not have been around, but let me help you out. How you do anything tends to be how you do everything. That's why I tend to show up every day for you niggas that there's a game. That's why I tend to be accountable when I'm fucking ass. And when I'm eating, when I hit a plus 6,000, I tend not to show up. That's how I am in real life. When the day that I hit for $1 million or something, you niggas will never know it. I'm not the type of braggadocious nigga like, look at all my shit. I mean, I'm going to tell you niggas what I did. But there's a reason why I'm more likely to come up here after a loss. It's a reason why I show up every day. I'd be 5 or 10 minutes late, but I'm still going to show up because that's how I do everything in life, my nigga. How you do anything is how you do everything. Remember that. Ant Edwards, be better. That shit corny. Be better, all right? And last but not least, before we get out of here and I get to y'all, well, actually, busy day. Asia will hit a new milestone with 28 points. Well, shit, I think she had 28 both games. 28 and 29 both games. So that could be the magic number. I mean, that could be it. Shit. Nah, I still can't. I can do 25 and 10. But it's just tough for me to. It's tough, and I'm gonna have to see what milestone that is. By the way, who rebounds do you like more out of Griner or Tina? Oh shit, both will let me down a lot this season. LOL. If I had to choose Young Sniper, and you the one who came in here, Young Sniper, with a bunch of plays that did good yesterday, I was just scared to play them. But you asked me about Ezzy, Ariel, and somebody, and I said Ariel is my favorite. I was chilling on Ezzy, and it was somebody else I said I was chilling on too. I was like half unit or blunt money, I think. So good shit on them yesterday. Hopefully I didn't talk you off of any. Hopefully I talked you on the Ariel threes ladder. But yeah, always Tina Charles. And I like I said, I tend not to. I'm more of a points guy with Tina than I am a rebounds guy with Tina. But if I got to choose between Tina and Griner, and I doubt Cheyenne Parker plays today, that ankle injury did not look good. Or that leg injury, whatever it was, did not look good. So I highly doubt if she plays. So I would have to go Tina more than anything. Don't love either one of them though. Don said you're speaking a good word, Dream. Appreciate it. Woe said, like Isaiah Thomas said on it, propaganda works, so be careful what you choose to believe. Nobody loses anything from educating themselves on the history of the game. And like I said, like, bro, you like I don't understand that, nigga. Like you, come on, nigga. You not the only, it's niggas that grew up poorer than you. Just because you got an accent, a country accent, just because you say nigga a bunch of times, just because you grew up in the slums, don't mean you in a league full of suburban rich kids that grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth playing AAU basketball. That don't mean that you the hoodest nigga who ever walked the face of the league and you don't know shit about the game. Like, come on. So yeah, all that I ain't trying to hear that shit. Especially now, niggas like you niggas consume short form shit. So like, nigga, you need me to fucking make a TikTok for you, nigga? So your quick, your brain span, your attention span can get over it for 30, 60 seconds. Do I need to tell you? Okay, Oscar Robinson, that. There you go. There you go for 45 seconds. All right, I know that's it for now. You come back tomorrow. Is that what it gotta be? Because I just personally, I've always been a basketball nerd. Always been a basketball fan. Always. Sports in general. Okay, the milestone is 4,500. Okay. Tina, 10 points from second. 10 points from second. She's 10 points from second all time on the points list. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. I like that. Powell said it's wild how fast it went from clowning on Bob Cousy to trashing 90s basketball. Disrespects moves fast if you let it. Yeah, I mean, real niggas know that. That's why all of our parents taught us, you nip that shit in the butt. Like, you go confront the bully. Everybody know, like, you let a nigga step on you once, he's not going to stop stepping on you like, oh, I stepped on him once. Okay, that's enough. No, they're going to keep stepping on you. That's how all this shit is. That's why somebody got to say something. That's why the All-Star game is how it is now. That's why the WNBA All-Star was better than the last 10 NBA All-Star games. Dead ass. Even the one with Kobe and D-Wade and all that shit. That's just how I feel. Because they was playing for real. That's a fact. What's the vibes, Dream? Let these niggas know. Yeah, that was my shit. Now I'm gonna have to sometime tonight. When I get a chance, I'm gonna have to clip my shit up and post my shit. Cause I ain't fucking finger typing. I ain't doing Twitter fingers on you niggas. I'll just say how I feel. That shit corny as fuck. Yep, Tina is 10 points away from second all time. Diana's number one, so she might be petty and get buckets. Wow, that's a good wow. So Tina and Diana playing. What Tina do the first time they play? Let me see. Did Tina play the first time they played? This is very rare. I'm glad you brought that up. It's very rare that you have the first and second scorers in league history playing against each other. And Tina played terrible that first game. 6 points and 3 rebounds. Now that was super early in the season. But yeah, I wow. That's a pretty good angle. And Diana Taurasi didn't play good at all, but she still had 15 points on 4-15 shooting and 1 of 8 from 3. Interessante. Muy interesante. Yeah, I did too. I don't know why I didn't put this in the court. I maxed them out. Hopefully, let me see. Yeah, I maxed them out. Hopefully they ain't get nerfed too bad. All right, and last but not least, because niggas was on the timeline going crazy. First of all, I missed Queen Michelle Obama's. I missed her shit. Her shit was obviously great. Shout out to Michelle Obama, obviously. Well, I can't say shout out. That don't even sound respectful enough. But yes, Michelle Obama. But yeah, man, I'm a big Barack Obama fan. I'm not like the biggest politics guy. I do follow it every presidential turn. But I'm a big Barack Obama guy because he's the only president that affected me personally. Not just, I think he was the first president to give out stimmy checks. I remember when I got that first stimmy check. I think he was bailing out the auto industry and shit. And then he had to give out stimmy checks for that. He was the first one to give out stimmy checks. I remember that. And I remember being a young kid in an apartment living by myself. And that shit definitely helped out. But that's not why. I like him for a program he had where I was able to be on unemployment while I was in school. So I was able to basically get money. Now, again, I wasn't getting a bunch of money, but it helped out a lot. I was able to be on unemployment while I was going to school for a year. And that was a policy that he directly put in place that wasn't available before. And I don't know if it's available now or not, but that shit directly affected me. I thought that was like the greatest thing ever. And I didn't end up being like, oh, a guy that just used the system and never got off unemployment. Like, that's what unemployment should be for. It should be for a young person that's like stuck in between careers that want to go to school and pursue something, and they shouldn't have to work a job and go to school and all that shit, you know. Also sold crack at the same time for what it's worth. Not to be rude on stream, but because that little 115 a week, or what was it, 230 a week, wasn't doing it. But I appreciate you, Barack, my nigga, always, my man. So with that being said, I'll always have a soft spot for Barack Obama. I always call him, that's why I call him the great Barack Obama. Always have a spot. I mean, obviously, black president. Duh, no shit. All right. But yeah. So that speech yesterday, I caught like the last 20 minutes of it. I probably missed the first 5 minutes of it. But I was just so happy to hear somebody say, because it been a lot of bashing back and forth. I was just so happy to hear him say, like, yo, because that's the type of guy I am. He just told Democrats to, like, you got to give the grace that you want. Like, you want Republicans to stop being this way, and you want them to see shit your way. You got to be ready to do the same shit. Like, that's what the country need to hear. That's why anytime a nigga was on my timeline saying some corny, divisive shit, I'm like, yo, just shut it down. Like, that's the issue, nigga. Like, if you can't find nothing good out of that statement, you're really what's wrong with the country, my nigga. It don't matter if you thought it was disingenuous or not. Donald Trump, for the first time I ever heard, now I know he said it behind closed doors. My God, he used to be a Democrat. Donald Trump used to donate to he donated to Kamala Harris campaign before. So I know he respect her, but he won't say it. And he finally said he liked and respected Barack and Michelle Obama after, you know, spending the last 10, 15 years saying that, you know, Barack was not fit to be president because he wasn't born here. But I digress. It's all a right move in a positive direction. And that's what I was happy to see. Now, I'm pretty sure, you know, niggas not going to listen to the great Barack Obama. And it's still going to be nasty. But I'm so happy he said it because it's just terribly nasty, especially if you was around. What got me into politics was Barack Obama. I remember being a kid and it being like beef with like Al Gore. Was it Al Gore and Bush in like the year 2000? It was some wild shit. Like, it was a tiresome shit. I remember that. Then I remember everybody was clowning Bush because he was dumb. I do remember that. Then I remember Barack. But when Barack came around, That's when I really got into politics, and obviously it was mad racist shit. People were saying, well, we're not gonna work with him. Like, you never heard that in the history of no president before. Ironically, the black one, hey, we're not gonna play the race card. Maybe it's because his name just started with a B, but you know, maybe it was the Obama. But that's the first president that niggas ever said, and by niggas I mean like Congress or the Senate. They was like, yeah, we're not working with him from day one. We don't care what he want to get passed. We're not working with him. Like, what the fuck? That's in 2008. That's when all this shit started, and it still even wasn't that bad back then. It wasn't even that bad back then as it was now. But just going what we were saying, once some shit gets started, it's like, well, I'm in a hoodie. Shit, it's cold in New York. What you mean? It's cold. Well, it ain't cold in New York compared to how New York get. It's like, yeah, it's 64 degrees where I'm at. And I got my windows open too, because I like fresh air in my house. So I got my windows open. I don't know if y'all heard wild shit coming in, like wild outside people talking outside. But yeah, I'm definitely hoodie dream. It's 60 degrees. Now when I get out of here, I just came in from outside. When I get out of here, I'll probably chill in the house with my t-shirt and shit. But yeah. But yeah, man, I was just happy to hear that. I don't know who's gonna win. I ain't here to fucking promote nobody or nothing like that. But just as a country and in general, like niggas just gotta stop being so. You gotta stop being so fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, Donald Trump is, and maybe, you know, I can't see it. Maybe if I was, I don't know. Donald Trump is the most divisive guy of all time, and I still give him grace all the time. I still laugh at his jokes. I still watch his shit. Like, I just laugh at him. Like, I don't feel hurt by the stuff that he does. Like, it's bad. I don't know if I want him running the country that I live in again, because I know people get emboldened by him. But when he went in front of the fucking black Congress or black journalists, I laughed the whole time. Like, he started off, he looked the lady right in her eye. He was like, yo, that is the meanest question that anybody has asked me. I can't believe that you would ask me such a question. And I don't think I was like, yo, even the crowd, like, it's no secret. Black people love Trump. Some black people love Trump. Put it this way. Niggas love the audacity of Trump. They love the audacity. So, like, even him saying openly racist shit and doing redlining and telling the Central Park Five, even though they was 13 years old and innocent, by the way, that they needed to go to jail and all this other shit, I still give him grace. So, like, that's just what we got to do more in the country. Like, vote who you going to vote for, but stop all this, like, if Barack Obama or if fucking Kamala get elected, oh my God, it's over. Same thing with Trump. Is racism probably going to tick up a bit? Yeah. But with Kamala is progressive shit that may make other people uncomfortable, like celebrating alternative lifestyles, which, I mean, you just got to look at it from both ways. That can make some people uncomfortable. If you over 50 in this country, especially in middle America, it's certain images that just make you uncomfortable, and you're wondering why you have to see that on your TV when you never saw that before. Let's just be honest. So will it be some more of that if Kamala get elected? Yes. You just got to be tolerant of the shit and just make sure none of it overruns shit. And, like, don't go too crazy over the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't go too crazy. And the last thing I want to say about that, somebody on my Twitter said that he said Barack Obama said race relations back 50 years. I damn near lied. I damn near laughed. So, especially for my white folks on the stream, shout out to my young, especially my young white boys on here. Shout out to my young white boys. My white boys watching the stream between 17 and 25 years old, because you guys probably have no idea. If you do, you are what niggas used to call woke. So woke is not a bad thing. It is now. But woke is what black people used to call each other in the 60s and 70s that was aware of the shit that I'm about to tell you that has been documented to happen. So the reason why black people can never set race relations back in this country is because we'll probably never have enough power in this country to set anything back in this country, aside from the other history. But there's no black man, every black person, but let's just do the men. in this country's history that's tried to do anything has been killed. And not anything, but prominent black men in this country that have tried to do anything to either unite the people, black people, peacefully or anything. So they've been killed. Barack Obama's the first one not to be killed. Black people, we still shot. He ain't been killed. I pray they'll never do him dirty. But in the 60s, this just happened. Now, JFK, white guy, definitely killed. President, goated, was killed by the same people that killed these guys I'm about to tell you about. Black people probably know this. But obviously, MLK, he was Mr. Nonviolent, Mr. Turn the Other Cheek. He was Mr. Don't touch nobody. Don't do nothing to nobody. Hey, if they throwing dogs on you, hey, just take the bites. If they spraying you down with a hose, hey, all right, just pray about it. That's who he was. They killed his ass. They killed him. The family won. It's been proven in court. The family won a civil case against the U.S. government. The government conspired, and they did. They killed Dr. King, the most peacefulest black man ever. Then you get Malcolm X, who was more like the opposite of that. They killed him too. Now, they used his own people to kill him, but it was CIA aided through the Nation of Islam. That's how he got killed. Sorry if you Muslim and watching this. Sorry, just is what it is. Is what it is. That's what happened. And of all, the worst of all, in my opinion, Dr. King was probably the worst. But the worst of all, not Durango, but Huey Newton. The way they killed Huey Newton, there's a movie about it called Black Messiah, who was the leader of the Black Panthers or a leader of the Black Panther Party. The Black Panthers, they're often shown on your screen as like these militant black guys who wanted to kill white people and all that, when they weren't that. They were literally not like gangs claim to be or the cartels claim to be, but they were literally just about protecting their neighborhood in the 60s where racism was at an all-time high. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There was slavery, obviously, but I mean, I digress. It was the civil rights movement. So they were just trying to protect their neighborhoods, and they had free food and free schooling for black kids in their neighborhoods. And they killed him. They plotted against him. They infiltrated him. Anybody can get infiltrated. The mob can get infiltrated. Russians can get infiltrated, Asians, white folks, Canadians, Mexicans, anybody can get infiltrated. So they infiltrated the Black Panthers. They infiltrated his mans in them, his homie. I don't know if it was his right hand man, but they got the drop, and the Chicago Police Department kicked his door down and executed him. The Chicago Police Department. They didn't fire a shot. The only shot that was fired was after dude got hit, like his gun fell and the shot got fired. They killed him in bed with his pregnant, soon-to-be wife or his pregnant fiance. Just slaughtered him. So black people cannot set race relations back in this country. It's impossible. There's nothing that we can do. No black person will ever, even Barack Obama, can go out tomorrow and tell every black person to go kill every white person that you see. It's not. He would never say that, but even if he did, that wouldn't matter. Black people wouldn't do that, and the ones that did would be quickly killed by the biggest gang in the world, which is the U.S. military, or just your local police department, which is a branch of that military. So yeah, not to be a freedom fighter, but just to give you education if you aren't aware with the history, because most people aren't. And I'm not anti-government, but I just got to tell you guys that's just the history of the country. If you don't know, now you know. All right. So that's that. Let's get through these comments and we up out of here. All right. I need Tina old ass to whoop on the Mercury or Jeff B. That's crazy. I'd appreciate that too if she did. I hope she get right today too. I like Diana, Bridget, and Alicia threes today. Me too. I got them all in some sort of blunt money bets. Ant might learn to play verse zone if he watches some early 2000. I mean, he need to learn how to play against that zone. But yeah, I mean, because good Lord, wasn't no room in that paint. I'm late to the live, but what's up, Dream? Hope you're doing well, my guy. Lane Gretzky, doing amazing. trying to get back positive today. Been about a much in and out with my fucking units. Like, goddamn, win day, losing day. I'd love to string 3 or 4 winning straight days together. My God. Soul in the building. Appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all follow the W with Soul on Twitter. Yeah, man, it's cold in New York. It's been 80 and it's gonna be 80 next week too. But it been 80 every day for like 2 months. Now it's like 60. I don't know how to act, man. Barack made me miss him as our president last night. He definitely got that it factor. Yeah. And I know a lot of people, black people too, don't like Barack Obama, but he be cooking. Man, where the vets at to talk to these youngsters? I don't know, man. And that's why KD, I don't fuck with KD. Because KD, he seemed like the type of nigga that'll just be like, KD will argue with us on Twitter, but he won't check Ant for that shit. He won't check Ant. That's cool. And Ant don't even know Kobe's skill. He just, like, because how could you know Kobe so skilled and not know about AI? Like, how could you, or not T-Mac wasn't skilled? Get the fuck out of here. T-Mac better than you is right now. Nah, because Ant go both ways. You got it, Ant. Is Ant better right now than T-Mac ever was? Probably. Just because he's such an amazing defender. And that's how great Ant is. That's how great he is. And that's why you got to stop being so fucking stupid. Yes, sir. When I was coming up, we called it consciousness. Yeah. Like, but what white people did, not all white people, I don't want to say that because most of white people I know, you know, they all cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with them. But certain white people took that woke and they attached it to other liberal white people. So they took the term woke from us and they demonized it by putting it on liberal white people that they felt like their views were too liberal. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden being woke is a bad thing. Like, nigga, when we grew up, your ass better be woke, or you would have thought that there's no way the government would have killed Dr. King. Yeah, okay. You would have had to, like, when that shit came out in the 80s, you know, like, I'm sure all the black people was like, duh. It's probably like a couple of niggas that was like, what? The government killed Dr. King? Like, nah, because we was kind of taught, like, not to trust niggas, unfortunately. Much respect for this man right here. Appreciate that, Moni. Appreciate you. Dream Leader podcast at this point. Good stuff, though. I did have a very successful podcast called the Toxic Masculinity Podcast, believe it or not. I was in over 80 countries. I just never did YouTube. I just did it all on Anchor, Apple, Spotify. It's probably still episodes around out there. Yeah, had like 200 episodes. It's pretty good. So yeah. Young OG, that's right. Hit the likes, man. Nothing's more dangerous in America than uniting people along class lines. Everyone should read The Assassination of Fred Hampton. Movie didn't do his intelligence justice. Yeah, that movie the movie definitely didn't do it justice. Appreciate you, Woj. Yeah, see, like Woj, and I guess now we call it inviting them to the cookout. But Woj is woke, but it's like calling people woke now has been so demonized. But woke is literally being familiar with other cultures, their customs, and being familiar with the history of how slimy your government can be. Not that it is inherently slimy. I'm just saying you got to know what it is capable of. You know, so yeah, and people on both sides of the aisle struggle with knowing what your government is capable of. It's generally the people in the middle. That's why you got people that voted for Obama twice and still voted for Donald Trump. There's people out there like that, and they're not all black men. Don't let the media tell you all that. You know, it's just people that's just like can see both sides. It can be like, all right, well, did this change? Now we're gonna get this a try, or you know. So, all right, gang. As always, greatly appreciate you guys rocking with me. For the new people, I guess I'll recap my bets real quick. Jordan Canada, Atlanta Dream, over 6.5 assists. Go to BetMGM, get that for -130. I'll also have a DraftKings. I'll use my boost on DraftKings. I'll whip something up in like 90 minutes. I'm just gonna wait till all the news drop. Maybe we'll get some lines, some extra lines or something. But yeah, JC, Jordan Canada, over 6.5 assists. I got it at minus 136 for a unit. Play it at minus 130 on MGM or shop around. Get the best price. Gave out a teaser for 3/4 of a unit. Well, the rest of these plays was 3/4 of a unit. Dream plus 7.5, Minnesota plus 10.5, minus 120. You can do better than that for minus 120 though. So shop around. Excuse me. Bet MGM, Elena Smith, 6 rebounds. Asia Wilson, 8 rebounds, minus 125. And Asia Wilson, 2 steals. Natasha Howard, 10 points, minus 119. A little today, tomorrow action. Also play Asia Wilson, 3 steals, 158 for a quarter unit. As always, hit that like button on your way out. I greatly appreciate y'all rocking with me. I want to get a nice 100 like stream one of these days. We got to get to 100 likes. I need it. So yeah, man. If you want all the plays, join the Cap Collector Discord. You know the vibes. The link is in the description of this video and the bio on my Twitter page. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. If you're watching this on Twitter, give me a heart and a retweet on the way out. Greatly appreciate that. And if you are watching me on YouTube, please sub to the channel. Tell your people about it. Share the stream. All that good stuff. As always, greatly appreciate y'all rocking with me. You know the vibes. Get this cash. We got to have it. So let's get it.